Hi, it's Luke with Auto Darts. Today we are checking out the Adventure Force Maxim Pro. Before we get going, this video is going to be short. We're going to keep this to 5 minutes or less because this summer has been just crazy on the releases. I think we have 13 plus hobby grade blasters, and that's excluding all the 3D printed stuff. So without any further yapping, let's get going. Dart Zone has had a hit or miss sort of track record. Some of their blasters are exceptional and some really fall flat. We had the Spectrum, which was a well-received similar blaster at a lower power point and lower price point. The Mark III was a great blaster with a lot of flawed issues on the pusher system. And then there was the Omnia Pro, and as you can see, this one's still in parts. This blaster had some issues with firing system, yet again, a little bit of a trigger lag when you would fire it, and just didn't check all those boxes. And that's where the Maxim Pro comes in. As far as I can tell, this blaster seems to be really solid. The grip is, I would say, relatively comfortable, but it has a unique new feature, which is a backstrap rev. Now, when I first saw this in photos, I thought that looks terrible. I'm not gonna like it, and I was wrong. It's fine. You get used to it really quickly. I like it a lot more than the one on the Venom Pro. The one on the Venom Pro requires you to sort of choke up on the blaster, and that blaster is just a little awkward for holding. This is much more comfortable and a lot more natural. In fact, if I just go to pretend there's a rev trigger there, I basically squeeze the back of my palm, or front of my palm anyway, and you end up revving. So it's just rev, fire. It feels very natural, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. On the bottom, we've got these really cool purple mags. Everybody knows I like the purple mags. They're sweet, and a Talon compatible mag wheel. So of course you can throw in magazines like our Kodas, which this also happens to be purple. Visually on the externals, it's pretty basic as far as aesthetics. It's got a very bubbly look, kind of sci-fi. I really like that. I love that we're getting back to sort of my childhood where everything is see-through. Transparent is awesome. You can even see the little motor PCBs and the motors in there. You can see we've got some vent holes to let some air flow through there so that there's extra cooling as needed. It's not just baking in a shell there. It is really nice. The battery compartment is one of my favorite features. First of all, it is just massive. And as you'll see here, I actually have a 3S LiPo connected to it right now. This blaster comes with an 8-cell holder. There's 6 on top and 2 buried underneath here. So that is the default that you can run. And after you take this guy out, you've got an XT30 underneath. If you happen to have the battery from your Omnia Pro, you can toss this right in and that will work. A 2S LiPo will also work. A 3S LiPo will also work, as will, of course, the stock AA batteries. And if you wanted to go to the LFP or IMR route, you certainly could do that with some dummy cells in here too. Now, warning, if you're ever using a LiPo, always use a LiPo alarm, always store, charge, care, and use. Pay attention to all of your manuals and all of the directions that are included. On 8 AA's, we're getting 152 FPS with a standard deviation of only 3. On 3S, we're getting 156 FPS with a standard deviation of 2. Now on a 2S, it only dropped it down to 147 with a standard deviation of 9. Considering my local group has a hard cap of 150, I'll probably run a 2S in this thing and be really happy I don't have to specifically mod it just to get it out and play. The mag release on this one is a nice paddle. It feels very good. The only thing I would like to see, and I think I'm gonna be working on this, is a nice chunky flared mag well so that when I'm throwing that thing up in there, I don't catch it and miss it. This is not a design flaw, it's just a nice aftermarket thing. Additionally, I think I'm gonna be working on a cage. I'm about halfway there already, so we're gonna get close and be able to put our own motors in cage. Hats off to Dart Zone. I have been a known critic of things, but they've done a nice job with this one. I think at $50, this is going to be an extremely popular blaster for people to get out there and play in the hobby. We have not confirmed this yet, but Dart Zone themselves has claimed that this will work with the Worker Full Auto Kit. If that's something you'd like to see, do leave us a comment down below and we will do a tutorial on this. We're gonna have some news pretty soon on another person joining the Auto Darts team, and I think it will mean a lot more videos and a lot more modding specific focused content. I'm really excited about it. Lots more to come. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Auto Darts. If you shop on our website and you're not signed up for our newsletter, please do. We try to make it a lot of value added, a lot of updates on the shop, info about the hobby, games, other things, but it's only one email a month. We won't send you any more, we promise.